Now, after the formation of the small cavities in the lateral plate mesoderm, this small cavity unites and they form a large continuous cavity. This cavity is formed into the lateral plate mesoderm, and this cavity is known as the intraembryonic coelom. There is the extraembryonic coelom also, that is the chorionic cavity, and this is the intraembryonic coelom that is formed in the lateral plate mesoderm. Now, on both sides, please, as the development progress, this intraembryonic mesoderm communicates with the not intraembryonic mesoderm, it is an intraembryonic coelom, communicates with extraembryonic coelom. Both cavity, that is the chorionic cavity, communicates through this channel, through this intraembryonic coelom, and this region, it is the pericardial sac. So there is a formation of inverted U-shaped cavity. This inverted U-shaped cavity is known as the intraembryonic coelom. Now see, if you cut this section, then same structures, it is a neural tube, notochord. On this, it is the segmented, now it becomes the somites. It is the somites. Somites, part of the paraxial mesoderm. Then this, it is the intermediate mesoderm. Now this is the lateral plate mesoderm on the both sides, and this is the cavity. This is the cavity. It is the intraembryonic coelom. With further development, this cavity communicates. It becomes communicates with the extraembryonic coelom. This is the extraembryonic layer. So there is a communication on the both sides with the extraembryonic, with the intraembryonic coelom. Now, with the formation of this cavity, the cavity that is the intraembryonic coelom in the lateral plate mesoderm, it is divided into two parts, upper part and the lower part. The upper part, it is known as the somatopleuric layer of intraembryonic mesoderm. It is also the somatopleuric extraembryonic mesoderm, but it is outside the embryonic disc. It is present inside the embryonic disc. And this somatopleuric layer is directed towards this ectoderm. It is the ectoderm. While the lower, it is the splanchnopluric layer, or it is the visceral layer, and it is directed towards the endoderm. Means this lateral plate mesoderm gives three structures. One is the cavity, that is known as the intraembryonic coelom, and it has the upper and the lower wall. Upper, it is the somatopleuric, that is closely contact with the ectoderm, while the splanchnopluric layer or visceral layer, that is closely contact with the endoderm. Now, in brief, this intraembryonic mesoderm, after condensation and the appearance of the longitudinal groove, divided into the three parts. It is the paraxial, that is the most medial part that forms the somites. Then intermediate, it is present between, so it is the intermediate, and this is the lateral plate mesoderm. It is the lateral most part of the intraembryonic mesoderm. Now, first the lateral plate mesoderm. With the development, this lateral plate mesoderm gives three elements. It is the somatopleuric layer. This is the somatopleuric layer. Then it is the splanchnopluric layer that is directed towards the endoderm, and it is the intraembryonic coelom, that is the cavity. Now, with further development, this intraembryonic coelom, this U-shaped cavity, this cavity in the future will form pericardial, pleural and the peritoneal cavity. The three body cavity will form by this intraembryonic coelom. Now this somatopleuric layer that is directed towards the ectoderm, it forms the parietal layer. The parietal layer of the pericardium, parietal layer of the pleura and the parietal layer of the peritoneum. These three parietal layers are derived from this somatopleuric layer. Remember the class of the gross anatomy of the pleura, peritoneum, that is the parietal and the visceral layer, and try to differentiate what is the difference between the parietal pleura and the visceral pleura. One difference is here. The parietal pleura, it is the somatopleuric layer, while the visceral layer, it is the splanchnopluric layer. So these are the layers. Now this somatopleuric layer also form the dermis and the subcutaneous tissue of the body wall. It is the dermis, and the subcutaneous tissue are derived from this somatopleuric layer, and this somatopleuric layer also form the skeleton elements of limb buds. It includes also the pelvic girdle plus pectoral girdle. Pelvic and the pectoral girdles are derived from this somatopleuric layer of the mesoderm in the future. Now this is splanchnopluric layer. It forms in future, it is the visceral layer of the pericardium, pleural and the peritoneal cavity. The visceral layer is derived from this splanchnopluric layer, and also it forms the muscles and the connective tissue of gut, gastrointestinal tract. It forms the same of the respiratory tract and also of the heart. The muscles and the surrounding connective tissue of these structures are derived from this splanchnopluric layer of the lateral plate mesoderm. So it is the lateral plate mesoderm, and how it is differentiated into the three parts, and what are the structures that will form in the future from these structures.